So my name's Kale. I am about to graduate my nursing school program. I'm 2 weeks away, and I decided to make this channel because I wanted to give you guys some tips and tricks and what it's like to be in nursing school. And so I am about to graduate the practical nursing program. So I'm from Ontario, Canada. So what that means is my registration status will be RPN, or a registered practical nurse. I know other provinces or other states or countries, I think they go by LPNs, which is licensed practical nurses. But the reason that I wanted to make this channel is because I don't think that there is a lot of support out there for RPNs. You know, when you watch YouTube videos, it's usually based around RNs, and there's a lot of stigma towards RPNs, you know, that they're not valued, that they don't have as much education, or, you know, why aren't you going to take the RN program, that sort of thing. So I wanted to have a platform where RPNs could come and watch and feel proud to be an RPN that way. So today I decided to make a video on things that I wish I knew before starting nursing school. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is that you should start when you feel ready. And you've probably heard that already, but nursing school is a lot. And it is a big change from high school. It's a big change from pre-health. It is a lot. So I didn't come right out of high school when I decided to start my program. I took a year off and then I decided to start, but I found that my maturity level was a little bit higher than other people in my program. So you know, I wanted to be there. I was ready to be there. I wanted to learn, and that was good for me because I took it like really serious, whereas I know other people, you know, a lot of people were failing out. A lot of people didn't make it past the first semester or second, and they wanted to party and do whatever. So my advice would be to start when you feel ready, when you feel like you can take this seriously and you want to be there. So that's number one. The next thing is, you know, make friends. And that's important because, you know, you have a support group, you have people to, you know, study with, or, you know, nursing school's a lot. So you're going to want to be organized, you're going to want to have a planner, and sometimes things get missed. And if you have a friend group, you know, you can remind each other of what's due, what's coming up, that sort of thing, and that really helps me a lot. I didn't really get a friend group until my third semester, but now we're still connected even though we have our separate consolidations. So it's nice that way because we can keep each other in the loop and ask each other questions, and, you know, we have that support. So that's what I recommend. The next thing that I wish I knew before I started was that experience and your education go hand in hand. So you're not going to know everything just by taking your theory courses. Everything's not just going to click right away once you know, take your pharmacology. For me, now that I'm doing my consolidation, which means that I'm done all my theory courses, so now I just pair up with a nurse. I'm doing 450 hours and then I can graduate. So I'm at a hospital, I'm doing my consolidation in the emerge, and everything has only started to make sense now. So, you know, with your clinicals and with your consolidation, however your school does it, you know, I didn't understand pharmacology, I didn't understand my skills. There was a lot of things that didn't make sense to me until I saw it in person and I did it. An example, I had a really hard time with NG tubes, and reading it in my theory, I just didn't understand, and that wasn't something that I could comprehend. And I watched videos and I did all the readings, and, you know, that was really hard for me. But coming into my clinicals, that's where they go hand in hand. So you have to do your theory, you have to read up all your textbooks, you have to watch those YouTube videos, and then once you go to clinical and you get the hands-on, it'll all start to make sense. So that's what I wish I knew before, because I found that I was really hard on myself for theory courses when I wasn't getting, you know, high marks, and I wasn't comprehending the material, thinking I wasn't smart enough, I shouldn't be in this program, that sort of thing, where, you know, you need the hands-on for everything to come together and make sense. So the next thing that I wish I knew was that, you know, there's still going to be so much that you don't know, and that's okay. You know, a lot of your knowledge comes from experience, and, you know, even in my consolidation, there's things that that never came across during my program that I had no idea about. But now, being in my consolidation, about to graduate, you know, like, there's so many things that come up, and I don't know what they are, and that's okay. You just research it, you learn it, and it makes you a stronger nurse. And, you know, we're learning all the time, and you can't be hard on yourself that way. So that was something that stood out to me, that I want you guys to know, that it's okay if you don't know anything, and you're always going to be learning. The next thing is you're going to want to be organized. You're going to want to practice self-care, which is a really important one. So with nursing school, it can feel very overwhelming. The workload is very heavy, and, you know, you got to set kind of like a schedule for yourself. But you also want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. So whether it's, you know, study for 2 hours and then go chill for an hour, that sort of thing, or, you know, at the end of the day, you like to have a bath and drink a tea, something like that, which is what I like to do, and that calmed me down a lot. You know, you're going to want to take the time to really care about yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're studying all night long, and then the next day you go back to your class, you're not going to comprehend anything. You're going to be worn out, you're going to be burnt out, and you're not going to want to do it anymore. It's just going to feel like too much work. So, you know, you got to start off slow, set yourself up for success, take care of yourself, and then, you know, things will start to fall into place. And I wish I knew that before, because my first semester, you know, I didn't have the highest marks. I struggled quite a bit. I would study every night, all night long, and then when I got to school the next day, you know, I was a mess. I didn't want to be there. I was so tired. I couldn't comprehend anything. I didn't want to participate, that sort of thing. And then come my second, third, fourth semester, that's when I really started to realize, oh, I need to take care of myself before anything else. So that is probably the number one thing that I would recommend that you need to know before you start nursing school. The last thing that I want to share with you guys is that you need to ask questions, and that's okay. You know, you're paying for, you know, your teachers to teach you this material, and you're gonna want to ask questions. If you don't know something, ask a friend, ask your preceptor, ask your teacher, because they're there to help you. So if you don't understand something and then you leave it and then you go to a test and you get it wrong, like, that's on you, kind of thing. People want to help you. People want to see you be successful. You know, you're taking care of very vulnerable and sick people. So you're going to want to know your stuff, and it's okay to ask for help. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am so excited to be starting this channel. And if you guys have any video suggestions, just leave it in the comments for me. Yeah. Thanks for watching.